Hi, this is English Rise. If you want to grow your English while you grow your character, subscribe and stay close. Little by little, we are building both. Let us begin. People love the idea of getting something for free. Free gift, free bonus, free trial, free hack, free fluency. It sounds nice, it feels warm, it makes life look easier. But here is a hard truth most people do not like to hear. Nothing is truly free. There is always a cost. You just do not always see it. And if you do not see the cost, you cannot choose it consciously. This is not about money only. This is about time, energy, attention, self-respect, future opportunities. Every choice is a trade. You are always paying with something. The question is not, can I get this for free? The real question is, what am I paying for this, and is it worth the price? When you scroll on social media for one more hour, it feels free. You do not pay money to scroll. But you do pay. You pay with your focus. You pay with your sleep. You pay with the time you said you would use for English, or for your health, or for your dreams. You wake up the next day wondering, where did my time go? It did not disappear. You spent it. You just paid in a silent currency. When you say, I will study English tomorrow, and again, this also feels free. You are not losing anything right now in this second, but you are paying. You are paying with delay, with lost opportunities, with extra years of feeling small in international situations. You are paying with the version of yourself you could already be now, if you had started earlier. Nothing is free. Even doing nothing has a price. Sometimes people say, I want more confidence in English, but I do not want to feel uncomfortable. I want fluency, but I do not want to be embarrassed. I want opportunities, but I do not want to risk failure. They are looking for a free upgrade. More rewards, no pain. But growth does not work like that. Confidence has a price. You pay with awkward first attempts. You pay with moments of silence. You pay with people not understanding you sometimes. You pay with a period of feeling clumsy. Fluency has a price. You pay with time, repetition, mental fatigue, days when you doubt yourself, conversations where you only understand half and still stay there. Opportunities have a price. You pay with preparation. You pay with showing up. You pay with nights when you study instead of escaping. There is no free version of the life you want. There is only pay now or pay later. In your English journey, you already know this law is real. If you do not practice, you pay with fear when you need to speak, embarrassment in meetings, doors that stay closed, saying no to chances you actually want. If you practice, you pay with effort, time, frustration, the discomfort of hearing your own mistakes. Choose your currency. Do you want to suffer in practice or suffer in the real moment? You cannot choose a life without any pain. You can only choose which pain leads somewhere. Many things in life look cheap at the beginning but become very expensive later. For example, avoiding difficult conversations. In the moment, it feels free. You do not fight. You do not cry. You do not shake. You keep the peace. But you pay later with resentment, distance, fake relationships, a constant feeling of walking on eggshells, or always choosing comfort. You stay on the sofa. You avoid risks. You eat whatever you want. You never push your mind. In the moment, it feels free. You pay later with health problems, low energy, weak confidence, and a life smaller than your potential. Short-term free often means long-term expensive. Short-term cost often means long-term freedom. Nothing is free. The bill always arrives. The only question is, will you be ready to pay it? Think about free content for learning English. Videos, podcasts, posts, apps. You do not pay money. That is good. But you still pay. You pay with your attention. You pay with time. You pay with confusion if the content is low quality. You pay with frustration if you only consume and never practice. Many learners say, I have watched hundreds of English videos and my fluency is still the same. The content was free, but the habit had a hidden price. You taught your brain to be passive. You built the habit of watching English without using English. Now, when you try to speak, the cost appears. You have knowledge, but no agility. So even with free tools, you must ask, what is this costing me? What am I training by using this in this way? Because nothing is neutral. Every habit is building something or breaking something. This law also applies to your self-image. When you always protect your ego by staying quiet, by avoiding mistakes, by only doing what you already do well, it feels free. No embarrassment, no risk, no visible failure. But you pay. You pay with a fragile identity. Deep down, you know, I am only safe when I hide. So the world becomes a dangerous place. Every new challenge feels like a threat. On the other side, when you allow yourself to look imperfect, to say the wrong word, to ask, can you repeat, please? To say, I do not know the word, but let me explain. You pay. You pay with temporary discomfort. You pay with moments of red face. You pay with a heart beating faster. But you receive something precious in return. A stronger self-image. You start to believe, I can survive awkward moments. I can survive not being perfect. That belief is not free. You earn it. There is also a cost to honesty. When you decide to be more honest with yourself, you pay with the loss of old excuses, the end of comfortable lies, the pain of seeing how much time you wasted. When you admit, I am not using my time well, I am not practicing English as I say I want, I am choosing comfort over growth, it hurts. For a moment, you wish you did not wake up. But dishonesty has a bigger price. You pay with a life where your words and your actions never match. You tell people you want one thing, but your behavior goes in another direction. That tension eats your self-respect. Honesty is not free. It hurts in the beginning, but it gives you back your power to choose. So what do you do with this idea that nothing is free? You do not need to become paranoid, counting every second like a machine. You simply become more aware. Instead of saying, I do not have time, you begin to ask, what am I spending my time on? Is that really what I want to invest in? Instead of saying, I cannot learn English, you ask, what price am I truly willing to pay for my English? How many minutes? How much discomfort? How many awkward moments? Instead of saying, I wish my life were different, you ask, am I paying the price of change or only paying the price of staying the same? Both are expensive. Choose your bill. Nothing is free. Not the videos you watch, not the hours you scroll, not the words you do not say, not the dreams you delay, not the comfort you protect. Everything has a cost in energy, time, attention, opportunities, or self-respect. You cannot escape this law, but you can use it. You can decide. If I must pay anyway, I will pay in the direction of the life I want. I will pay with practice, not regret. I will pay with effort, not with permanent limitation. I will pay with temporary discomfort, not with a lifetime of feeling small. When you pick up your phone, when you open your laptop, when you say yes or no to a chance to speak English, remember quietly, this is not free. Ask yourself, is this worthy of my time, my energy, my future? If the answer is yes, pay with your whole heart. If the answer is no, walk away. Your life is built from the prices you accept to pay. Choose them with open eyes. I'll see you in the next video.